In 1988, in a small village in the state of Coahuila, Mexico, 329 people went to sleep on a perfectly normal night. The next morning, no one was left. No trace, no bodies. When authorities arrived, they found something they would never forget. Tables set with food, still warm, television still on, cars still parked in their driveways. And in one small house, on Reforma Street, the cry of a baby, alone. What happened to the village of San Isidro Oscuro? This is Voces del Abismo. San Isidro Oscuro was a village like any other in the mountains of northern Mexico. 329 people. Everyone knew each other by name. There was a church, a school, and one small grocery store on the main road. Children played in the streets until dark. Women made tortillas at sunrise. Men worked the cornfields from dawn to dusk. It was normal, almost too normal. But the people from nearby towns always said the same thing. When the name San Isidro came up, that village has something wrong with it. The dogs never barked toward that place. Never. Nobody paid attention. Nobody until that night. It was October 14th, 1988. According to every record, the day was completely ordinary. Children went to school. The priest held morning mass. The mailman delivered his letters. At 9 p.m., the last outside witness saw lights still burning in the village windows. At 6 in the morning, a truck driver passing on the highway noticed something strange. Silence. No smoke rising from chimneys. No children waiting at the school bus stop. No dogs barking. The truck driver stopped his vehicle. He walked into the village, and what he found left him frozen with absolute terror. Front doors wide open, food on the tables, still warm to the touch. Televisions still on, cars still parked. And in the house, at number 14, Reforma Street, the crying of a baby, 8 months old, alone, terrified, but alive. His parents were never found. Authorities arrived hours later. Investigators moved through every house, every room, every basement, every corner. 329 people gone in a single night. But the disappearances were not even the most disturbing part. It was what they found inside the church. Every pew was occupied with clothes, the clothing of every single resident, perfectly folded, as if something or someone had simply reached inside and pulled the people right out of them. The lead investigator, Detective Ramirez, wrote this in his official report. In 30 years of service, I have never seen anything like this. There is no logical explanation. There is no human explanation. 3 theories emerged. Theory 1. A religious cult organized a mass voluntary disappearance. But what about the baby? What about the folded clothes in the church? Theory 2. Organized crime forced everyone to abandon the village overnight. But there was not a single gunshot fired. No blood anywhere. No trail. Nothing. Theory 3 was never officially published. It exists only in a classified government document leaked by a former employee in 2019. And what that document says is something many people would rather not believe. The document describes something investigators found at the exact center of the village. A circle. Perfect. Burned into the ground. Exactly 7 meters in diameter. Inside the circle, the soil was not normal soil. It was black, completely black, and according to chemical analysis, it did not match any known mineral in the region. Not in Mexico, not anywhere in the world. But the most disturbing part of the document are the photographs. Photos of the church walls covered in markings that could not have been made in a single night. Markings that archaeologists examined for months. Markings they said belonged to a language that does not exist, a language that has never existed. The baby found alone that morning was adopted by a family in Monterrey. Today, he is 37 years old. In an anonymous interview published last year, he said something that made everyone who read it go completely cold. I don't remember anything about that night, but every single night, I dream of voices. Voices coming from below, from very, very far below. The village of San Isidro Oscuro remains abandoned to this day. The government fenced off the entire area in 1995. No one is allowed in. What really happened on that October night in 1988? We don't know. Maybe it's better that way. This was Voces del Abismo. If you want to hear more stories the world would rather forget, subscribe, because we are just getting started.